Welcome, everyone. I'm Laura DeFranco, the CEO of Brave Healer Productions, where we have a mission to wake the world up to what's possible. And here today to help me with that mission is one of the most amazing author experts of a new book that we have coming out called Love Warriors, The Conscious Expert's Guide to Healing, Joy, and Manifestation. Ginny Robertson, it is my honor and pleasure to have you here today. How are you doing?
Hey, thank you, Laura. I'm doing great. I got up early. I didn't get up early for you, but I got makeup on early for you.
Oh, tell me. I know. We're
Yeah,
looking good today.
we
I
do
it's
look good. We almost match, like we
I
coordinated our
know.
outfits here.
I love the colors. Okay, you guys. So we're riffing off each other because we've known each other for a minute or two. Ginny Robertson is the founder of the On Purpose Woman Global Community and the founder and publisher of On Purpose Woman magazine. And I have been a member and a writer for the magazine for many years. And so, again, I'm just so super happy that you said yes to this and that you're writing a chapter as one of our love warriors. Thank you so much for being willing to share your story in the book. And also, our authors are stepping up with their master teachings, you guys. So, Ginny, you did that too. This book is full of awareness practices like yours that are going to transform people's lives. Tell us a little bit about your chapter.
Well, my chapter is about standing in the spotlight and being seen and heard in greater ways. And what I talk about initially is why I never did that. And I didn't know why I didn't do that until I was, oh gosh, in my early 30s. And just something came up and it was like, wow, I wonder why I'm doing that. And there was some awareness and some remembrances of past events, and it shifted everything for me.
Well, I I don't know. I love this about you so much that this is your topic. It's also part of what I'm about. But I remember like one of the first few meetings I came to, we were meeting online to network and connect with your group of women locally here in Maryland. And I ran a meeting for a long time. But one of the very first times I met you and I attended, it was profoundly transformational for me to stand up and speak. And this is one of the gifts you give women. Tell me a little bit more about that and then why that's so important.
It's really important because years ago, before I started the On Purpose Woman Global Community, I actually can read all about this on my website, the long version, and we'll give that, I think, at the end. But I had invited a bunch of women to my house and I gave everybody an opportunity to say a few words about themselves. And there were women who couldn't do it or did it so, they would look at the floor, they would like use their little girl voice. And it just really, I guess it did two things. It saddened me and it kind of pissed me off because it was like somebody has sold these women a bill of goods and they bought it. And I think we need women's voices in the world because we can change things. And so that's the main reason it's really important, because I think we are holding back too much and we need to be out there expressing ourselves and sharing our gifts.
Well, I know for me too, it was really one simple thing about it was just the practice,
Right.
just getting used to that and knowing that I didn't have to be perfect. Do you want to talk about perfectionism a little bit and how you've moved through?
Yeah, I still say I'm a recovering perfectionist because it still does show up sometimes. But I always tell women that showing up at one of my events is a place to practice and be messy and get say what you need to say and see how it lands with people. But I also think the other thing, whether we're online or in person, is women applaud. They applaud you. They see you. And I think that's really what we all want more than anything, is to be seen and heard. Don't you, Laura? Just that we want to think we matter. And this is a way to matter more in the world if you stand up and you can be seen and really impact other people's lives in the process.
Yeah, you're making me think a little bit of Brene Brown's work of connection and belonging. I mean, we
Yes.
were wired for that. That is a need, a primal need, I think, of every human. And so that feeling is palpable in your meetings. Now they've been online for a couple of years with COVID, but the connection and the energy is real no matter what, no matter if I was standing in a room with those women or if I've been on Zoom with those women. And I so appreciate that energy and culture and environment that you created there, right? And that you hold the space for that kind of practice and healing, really,
Yeah.
whether maybe you would use that word or not, I feel like it is.
I appreciate that. And I do see myself as a space holder. That's really my purpose here, is to create this space, to make sure it feels safe, and to give women these opportunities to do just what you said, connect with each other, to feel kind of emboldened a bit, to practice, to, because I think if women can show up at one of my events and practice speaking, they can go do it anywhere,
I
because
believe that.
they'll get the confidence there. And if you're already a seasoned speaker, then show up and wow us with what you've got, right?
Definitely. Oh my gosh, yes. Yes, yes. And so many of the women that show up at your meetings and who are in your world, I think are love warriors like us. I wanted part of the definition, when I created this idea of this particular book, to be about showing up, knowing that our vulnerability is one of our strengths. That's part of it for me. Why are you a love warrior?
Well, I remember when you asked, because you asked, and I knew it was your special project. I really wanted to work with you on this because we've been talking about, doing something like this for a couple of years. And so I said yes, mainly because, oh, Laura's inviting me, and let me see, I can do this, I think. And then when I saw you had another book kind of going at the same time called Mindset Mastery, remember I even emailed you and said, I think I know more about mindset than love warrior stuff. And you're like, I think you're right where you're supposed to be. Because I guess I just wasn't really looking at the title and trying to kind of fit myself into it, because I think, love warriors are out there just like embracing the whole world. But that's what I do. And so I think I fit into this love warrior category because I just think that we all need love. We all need an expression of compassion and acceptance. And I just want to bring the world together. I could write a song. What's that song? I want to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. That's what it feels like to me, though, to just bring especially diverse communities, diverse women together, age-wise, race-wise, sexual identity, any of those things that just we think makes us different, I think makes us connected as women. And so that's how I want to love. I want to pour love on the world, and just give us opportunities to see each other, and to maybe start to dispel some myths or just ideas that we've had about who we are and who you are or they are.
Yeah, breaking out
Yeah.
of the box of some of those definitions and the walls that have held us in terms of the way that we live around them. I think it's really, really powerful. Um, Thanks for mentioning the Mindset Mastery book too. Like I said this to somebody else, any of the authors in Mindset Mastery could have also written for Love Warriors and vice versa.
Mhm.
I mean, mastering your mindset and the way that you show up in the world in terms of your thoughts, beliefs, and actions, that those are the marks of a love warrior, right? So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, so I know a lot of people said that, like, I don't know which one. Well, you could do either one.
Well, my mindset mastery is tangible. I could grab onto
Mhm.
that and go, oh, I've done that, Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's why I ask all of you, what does it even mean to you to be a love warrior? I've loved listening to all of the different versions. And for our listeners today, these interviews are going to be really fun for you that way, because you might resonate with one definition, you might resonate a little more with another, like in just, play with that and feel what it is for you. That's so important for everything in life. Okay, so I know you're up to a lot in the world aside from this chapter of this book. So what's going on? Share with us.
Well, the On Purpose Woman Global Community continues to thrive online. We were having meetings in Maryland that were in person. We also have 2 in-person meetings, one in Richmond, Virginia, one in Charlottesville, and we're starting one in Tallahassee, Florida in January. So I'm excited about that. So if anyone wants to show up, they're open to any woman, and they're all free. And so you can show up to anything that you want. I think right now we have 11 online opportunities every month. And so find one, go to my website. Should I tell the website now?
I've got Ginny hooked up with her website down below in the show
Okay,
notes.
great,
You
great.
guys are going to be able to find her and connect with her, opwgc.com. And yeah, we wanted to make sure and link you up, so no worries.
Thank you. Thank you. I
um,
also wanted, if I may just mention the magazine, On
yeah,
Purpose Woman
please.
online magazine that Laura mentioned that she's gifted us with her words so many times. You can read that on my website as well. And I call it a resource for your mind, your body, your spirit, and your business. It's full of all kinds of amazing inspiration, great advertisers for products and services you didn't know you needed until maybe you see their ad, and they can help you with healing and with moving forward with your life. So check that out as well. I'm really proud of that magazine.
I kind of forgot to tell that story up front, and it's how we met. I got a
Mm,
note from you one day. You had seen a poem that I wrote, probably on Facebook
I
somewhere,
think so.
and you're like, "Can I use that for the magazine?" And I'm like, "Who, me? My little old poem? You want to put that in a magazine?" And I was just so delighted and thrilled by that, request. And I've written for, I think almost most of your issues, and poetry articles. There's so many different things in the magazine, you guys. So make sure that you find that on the website as well and take a little peek. The other thing that Ginny incorporates on every cover is a beautiful artist. You want to say anything about that?
Yes, always looking for women who express themselves through art for our covers. And they can be anything from primitive, just, you know, we have our, in fact, this issue, we have an artist who's just started doing this, and she was doing it in a rehab center for, she was physically needing some rehab from being ill. And happened to see it on Facebook, and it was like, oh, that would be perfect. And we've had fine artists share their work with us, but you can, on the website, you can look at the old issues and see our covers and kind of see the vibe for what we're looking for. We want something that depicts women in all different kinds of ways.
Yeah, beautiful. So whether you're a writer or an artist, check it out
Mhm.
either way. Okay, so just wrapping up today, one of the biggest missions I have with every Brave Healer Productions book is to help our readers live extraordinary lives. No matter where you all are on your journey, these books are going to help you answer the question, what else is possible? So, Ginny, would you share one simple stepping stone you'd like to share with the listeners today, kind of to help them start on their journey? What do you want them to know?
To really pay attention to what's nudging you. Pay attention to those things that keep showing up. And my chapter is a great example of that, and how you react to it. If you feel that something's missing, or you keep hearing yourself say, I've always wanted to do that, but, or I wish I could do that, but, or I could never do that, but yet you yearn to do it, or you yearn to at least try it. Start to listen to that, and get in touch with the passion of that. And then seek out people that you can talk with about that. Go to places where you can express that to women, other women, I say especially, and see if you can't put some context around it, to say, why does that keep coming up? What is it? How do I know I can't do it? I've never even tried it. So just pay attention to your gut, to those people whose paths keep crossing yours, to the opportunities that you may be saying no to, but then you have some regret for it. That's playing small. And what I realize is, you'll discover at some point that the price for paying small is huge, but it's not as big as the win you get when you start to play a little bit bigger.
Yes, I love that. Just received that quote from you too, which I absolutely love. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Jenny, thank you so much for what you do in the world and for being here today to share it with us. And especially thank you for the love and support you've given me over the years. You're amazing.
Thank you, Laura. I adore you, as I hope you know, and welcome any opportunity to be with you. And I appreciate this interview. Thanks so much.
All right, you guys, I know you've heard something today from Ginny that maybe made you curious. You have a question, maybe you need some support. Scroll on down to the show notes and You'll be able to connect with Ginny on her website. She's very generously there for you to help you take those next steps. Check out all of the amazing things that she's up to with the meetings, the magazine, everything she talked about today. One of the other big missions here is that these aren't just books. We want to give you the experts and the community you need for the healing and joy and manifesting that amazing life of yours. So you're also invited to the Self-Healing Book Club group on Facebook. So you can continue these conversations with some of our authors. So the link is down below for that. And you are invited to our live stream book launch party for Love Warriors. It's going to be in January 6th, 23. That's going to be on the Brave Healer Productions Facebook page. So I've got you hooked up below with that link. All of our co-authors of Love Warriors are going to be there to share their wisdom that day. I can't wait for that.
Me too.
And if you're listening after that date, hop over to Amazon, because that means the book is ready and you can grab your copy. And we'll have that linked up for you as soon as it's ready down below. But lastly today, everyone, remember, your words change the world when you're brave enough to share them. So if you're ready to become one of the next Brave Healer Productions best-selling authors, come find me at bravehealer.com. It is time to be brave, you guys. See you next time. Thank you, Ginny.
Bye.